All right. Hello, everyone. It is I, Stormsong of the Black Pants Legion, along with Andy Van of the Black Pants Legion. We're waiting for Whacker. And this will be my first stream here on WBPL 76. Thank you for coming.
Hooray!
Today we will be streaming 5 Days a Stranger by Yossi Kroshow of both, what's it called? Zero Punctuation fame and Fully Ramblematic fame.
Yes.
It's a spooky game. But not like jump scare spooky, more like Lovecraft spooky.
Existential horror.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Whacker here, so we will be just kind of chatting it up here for the first couple minutes while we get our stuff in order. Okay, how's our volume?
I think Nine Owl said we were a little low.
Yeah, I adjusted it since then. We shall see. Okay, he says it sounds good now. Awesome. Okay, he says it sounds... The problem is if I go to check on my... and it possibly plays through the stream again, so we're going to avoid that now that we know.
There he is.
And there's Whacker. So, yay, we gonna start.
Tales from the Necropolis.
Oh no!
Yep. So, like I said, we are going to be playing the Chizo Mythos series by Yahtzee Ben Kroshow. We're starting with the first game, 5 Days a Stranger.
Yes.
And then we will be moving on to 7 Days a Skeptic, Trilby's Notes, and then finally 6 Days a Sacrifice. We may also play The Art of Theft, which is sort of a prequel game, but it's distinctly outside of the kind of horror vibe of the rest of the game, so I kind of am debating how I want to do that one. And yeah, we're going to get started here. Say hello, Whacker. Say hello, Andy.
I can't get over that fucking avatar that you picked for me.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. Accidentally clicked the wrong thing there. Okay, now we're starting.
Hooray! You know,
I don't have a name. I used to
the
have
opening
one,
music.
and a lot of people would like to know what it is. Some call me Trilby, and as a name it will suffice. I've been called many things. Burglar, hoodlum, criminal. I prefer to think of myself as a gentleman thief. And tonight, I have something potentially very rewarding in store. It's Whacker's search history. Yep. My fence phones me in the middle of the night and asks if I know about the Defoe Manor.
Oh god.
Apparently, the last of the Defoe line has obligingly died without heirs, leaving all the family valuables up for grabs. The lawyers have the place locked up tight, but of course, that's never stopped me before.
Wilhelm Dafoe?
Willem Dafoe would fit into this family.
Also, if
Yes.
it doesn't mess anything up, Storm, can you share in Discord so we can follow
yeah.
along
I will once the game's done.
live? Okay, no problem. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't do it if it'll mess things up, but
It won't mess anything up. I just wanted to make sure that you guys could... Okay, there we are.
Okay.
So yeah, this is an old point-and-click style game with the brand new 8 to 16-bit graphics.
Now, many of you might some of you might recognize that music from a certain program, a program called RPG Maker.
So, we see the grappling hook through the window. And the gentleman thief makes his entrance. A rather dreadful portrait of a woman, early Victorian style, and I notice a wedding band on her finger. This must be the wife of the mansion's owner.
What year was the original game made?
This was made in 2002, but made completely, independently.
Oh wow. Okay.
So, also, if you guys could pay attention to chat with me. Howdy, Sasquatch. Water break right at the beginning, and stretch. Okay, everyone stretch. Okay, so...
Right.
Damn. Empty. Guess the family solicitor got here first.
Okay. All right. That was an old man stretch.
Yep. Streech.
Pet? Andy, grab one of the cats.
Yep.
I have both kitties with me.
Okay. Bachelor of Law awarded to Clarence Defoe by the University of Warwick. Clarence
Okay.
Defoe was last owner of the house who recently died, and I think I have just lost whatever sympathy I had for him. So we find out that we're robbing a dead lawyer.
Oh.
And creepy whispering in the house, because why not?
Yeah, man. Oh, no. Digiman is here. Hello, Digi.
Yay! Hey, everyone. Okay, the drawers are all either empty or full of meaningless paperwork.
Okay.
Let's see about these books.
Okay, are you kind of supposed to be like sort of the gray fox? Like, are you wearing a face mask?
Yeah, I'm wearing a mask right now.
Okay.
The kind of books that the middle class keep around themselves in order to appear learned.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, and feel free to imagine these characters all talking in a Cockney accent.
I was going to say Vex's accent. You fucking what, mate? I can't read these books, mate.
I did
I
forget.
can't quite remember what Yahtzee said that he thought the character would sound like.
Yeah. Well, he said that Trilby was supposed to sound kind of posh, but not like super posh.
Yes.
Oh my god, Diggs! Everyone, cheese it! I'd prefer to leave in some way, or in the same way I came in. Oh, right, so.
Through the fucking window. Did you come in through the window?
Yes.
Yes.
What is that
With the
knocking that
grappling
I hear?
It
Is
won't
that from the game?
That's literally his footsteps.
Oh.
Well, I guess I'll have to take the old-fashioned way out.
Also, everybody wish Diggs a happy
What?
Diggs Day.
Oh no. No! Stay away from me! Stay away! That will not be explained for another 3 games.
Stay away!
So, Andy will know what I mean when I say he just mistook us for the tall man, but we don't even know who the tall man is for another 2 games.
The Slender Man?
Yeah. Who the hell was that? I was under the impression this house was empty.
Yes, that's a smart thing to do when you realize somebody else is in the house when you're trying to break in alone. Relieve your mask and then get rid of your anonymity.
And unsurprisingly, locked again. Ah, bathroom.
Open the curtain.
It's gonna be horrible, no!
And it's gonna you gotta play the Psycho theme.
How anticlimactic.
Yeah, man.
It's like it
Oh, wait.
knew.
Yep.
No, go back in, Check right in here for bonus drugs.
Oh yeah. I really could do with a haircut.
I mean, yeah. Check under the rug.
I shouldn't think there's much underneath.
It'd be funny if, like, I know
When-
this is a really old game, but
When I need it, I'll let you know.
Upper deck toilet.
you look in the mirror, it's that face. That face that you can't seem to get rid of.
Okay,
Wow.
was that your inventory? Just an umbrella? Is that what I saw?
Yeah, at the moment it's an umbrella that has a grappling hook in it. That's how we got in.
Really? That's what a fucking thief brings into this house is an umbrella.
It's got a grappling hook. It's like his thieves tool.
Yeah, like no flashlight, lockpicking tools, anything like yeah.
He does have lockpicking tools, we just don't know about them yet. I will speak in the thief's defense.
Okay.
Front door. No latch, no chain, no deadbolt. It doesn't even have a keyhole.
So it's unlocked.
So why won't the bloody thing open?
Oh,
This is becoming very tiresome. Line's dead. Somehow I was expecting that. Should we go left or
Yeah.
right?
okay. Okay. Here we go. 1 to 10 is left. 11 to 20 is right. That's a 14, so go right.
Okay. Can you inspect the tape? Oh, good question. Sorry, I just had to reduce the volume of the game here for a second. No.
We've also been
Oh.
joined by a hidden boss and a ladder maker. Uh-oh, what is that? Newspaper?
Yeah, newspaper. Looks like an edition of the local rag. I wish this game had quick keys, but for the life of me, I don't believe it does. Should always keep at least abreast of the day's events.
He said,
Lol.
Heir to Defoe estates found dead. Sir Clarence Defoe, last of the long-running Defoe line, was found dead yesterday in his home. Defoe, 24, was found hanging from a tree in the front of the yard of Defoe Manor. His recent bride, Julia, was also found dead in the mansion, apparently stabbed to death. Inspector Jacob Barnes, the officer in charge of the investigation, has closed the case as there's no mystery here. He said Defoe killed his wife and then himself. We already disproved the possibility of a third party. Sir Clarence's solicitors, Michael Cheesham, however, has gone on record as saying the inspector's judgment, questioning the inspector's judgment. The last I saw Sir Clarence, he was infinitely content. He would never have committed such an act. Plus, there was no suicide note.
Storm.
Yeah.
It has 4 basic options: walk, look, use, and talk. One can be chosen from the bottom left corner of the screen, but it is possible to switch them with hotkeys F1 through F4 for each respective.
Oh, wait. Ah, ha, ha! Wonderful.
quick keys to the rescue!
It's a rather amateurish landscape. The signature identifies it as the work of Matthew Defoe, circa 1818.
Okay, so
The happy little silver kid.
is this the typical thief game where he's looking for the quote safe to crack with all the jewels and shit, or what is he trying to?
So this is an old wealthy family in England. So he's looking for anything valuable that he can pilfer.
I mean, there's a television set right there.
Hey, oops.
Hi.
It's about time you showed up. Sorry? Well, you should be. I've been stuck in this house for days. Where's the way out? I'm sorry, I don't understand. You are the guy who owns this place, right? No. Oh. So how'd you get in here? A window on the second floor. Is it still open? No, it's jammed shut. Damn! Well, looks like the house has a new guest. I hope no more turn up. We've only got 5 chairs. If you'll excuse me, I have something to do. Wait a minute. Yes? Who are you? Oh, I beg your pardon. Hardy's the name. Philip Hardy. Call me Phil. And you are? Trilby. Mr. Trilby, I'm afraid you are now a prisoner. Like me and everyone else in this house. A prisoner. Don't ask me why, but once you get in, the house won't let you leave. I've tried all the doors and windows, none of them open. But why? Who's keeping us here? Beats the hell out of me. Whoever it is, they will certainly not be safe from my fists once I get out of here.
So you can't, like, old-fashioned battering ram open the door or the window?
We're going to find out that the others have probably been doing that for the better part of the last several days. So how many people are in this place? Only 3 more. First there's Jim, the youngest. He turned up just after I did. He's a good kid. Second is Simone Taylor. You probably know her off the telly. She's a correspondent for the BBC. Right, remembering that these are all Englishmen. She came here to make some kind of documentary, I think, but now she's stuck here with us. Skinny bloke with a stash. He won't tell any of us who he is, or where he came from. All I know is that he's been here longer than anyone, nearly a whole week.
Oh no, somebody messed up.
I think I've already met
Iron
him.
Skull just followed us. Thank you for the follow, Kang.
He made the mistake, and we
He
love
made
him
a
for it.
giant mistake. Thank you for your mistake.
Welcome to WBPL 76. Spread the word. I trust you will enjoy your stay at Defoe Manor, Mr. Trilby. I still don't understand. Just find me and the others. Tell them to meet up in the lounge. We can discuss things properly then. Okay.
It's a real shame what they did to Chewbacca over on the right.
Evidently someone fancies themselves as a big game hunter, or maybe they just fancy themselves.
What's in the little glass jar thing?
A glass bell jar containing a rather hideous-looking wooden idol.
Okay, let's head on over there. Let's yeah, what could go wrong? Yeah, man.
Even if I wanted that ugly thing, which I don't, I'd have to break the glass to get at it.
Dude, if you're trapped in the house, this house is trapped here with me. All right.
Very old photograph of a small collection of straw huts. The label reads, "A Native Village." Sepia print photograph portrays a native bearer in an aggressive stance before a very wary-looking lion. The label reads, "Savage versus Savage."
How positively British of you.
Mm-hmm. A very old sepia photograph of man in explorer's gear. Sir Roderick tames the beast over a dead tiger. The gun he's holding looks like the gun over the fireplace.
So they did say what the dead Defoe's first name was. It's not Wilhelm.
It was Clarence.
Clarence Defoe. That was it.
Yeah. Roderick Defoe is the man in these pictures, or who took these pictures, and the gun in the pictures Trilby is wagering is late 18th century. It looks like a British Army musket. Hunting gear, Sir Roderick, and Carstairs. Then we have a tiger head as well, and a moose head. So it's not enough to kill animals out in Africa. He has to come and do it in Canada, too.
That tiger head. Oh God, Daniel Tiger, what have they done to you?
My boy!
Great!
That's what...
My own business now.
That's what Alizard meant when he said they massacred my boy. It was when you were referencing Chewbacca earlier.
Yeah, man.
Had no comment at this time. The other news, the society world is still shaken by the sudden death of Clarence Defoe. Sir Clarence Defoe. Sir Clarence and his wife Julia were found dead last Thursday in Defoe Manor. Our correspondent, Peter Daltrey, has the report. It was just 4 weeks ago that this place was a buzz of activity. Sir Clarence Defoe moved in with his new wife, Julia Swanson Defoe. Now, after the shocking tragedy, the place is quiet as the tomb, and empty of human life. Sir Clarence had only proven his attachment to the Defoe lineage almost 1 year ago. Proven his attachment. And since then had been renovating the long-abandoned family mansion in preparation for his marriage.
So, wait a minute. How long did it say they were married for?
4 weeks.
Oh.
So everyone's debating about whether this was a murder-suicide or if they were both murdered.
So, has the game told us any indication about how old this dude was and his wife?
24. He had just graduated with a law degree.
Okay.
God, look at those outlet placements.
Yep. So, do any of you see something wrong?
I do.
But do you, Whacker?
China cabinet, sofa.
So when we were in here last, the painting had somebody standing in it.
Oh!
Ooh,
Oh, you know what that reminds me of? What was that movie with Sam, what's his ass in it?
There are a lot of Sam what's-his-asses.
It was the horror, the Cthulhu horror mythos from the 90s with Jürgen Prochnow in it as the writer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Into the Mouth of Madness.
Yeah.
That was it. You remember the painting in the hotel that kept changing?
Yep.
You know, if you think about it, they're in the Defoe Manor. They probably would have done better if they went to the Ally Manor.
It's a pleasantly professional quality portrait of a bearded man in a Victorian explorer's outfit. A little plaque on the bottom reads Sir Roderick Defoe. The house will creak a lot in this game.
Huh.
Evidently no one cares if I starve in this place.
Well, shit. Dick. Dick. Dick.
I accidentally clicked myself. I'm not sure what to do with myself. Twig.
Dick. Dick.
Pick up sticks.
Dick.
Now poke yourself in the eye.
Oh, wait, I remember. Yeah, this one got me for hours. A large tree stands proud beside the house, the branches reaching all the way up to the roof.
Okay, climb.
Pushing the tree makes the upper branches sway a little. What fun.
Climb.
I don't believe I can climb it.
Climb.
Walk to the tree. It may have.
Oh, crap, I clicked the door. This is going to happen a lot.
No.
Blue Gentleman
Oh,
says,
no.
pick up Dick's.
Yeah, man.
Dick's Sporting Goods is a good store. We are not sponsored. Oh, wait.
We are also not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Fuel by the... No, we're not actually sponsored.
So Raid Shadow Legends is who killed Clarence Defoe.
I will accept this.
Oh,
Wow.
section of the law. is...
Rail wants you to roll to seduce the tree's mother. All right.
Okay.
Rail, what's your cumulative charisma score? Give me a number.
Also, Digiman, this game will make so much more sense if you do imagine everyone in this family as Willem Dafoe. Okay, so they weren't there, so let's go...
Check the freezer for a head.
Yeah, man.
It just opens the fridge.
No.
Yeah, but what about the head in the freezer?
I tried to open the freezer. It didn't open.
The head does not want to be seen.
I guess not.
Uh,
All right, well, whatever. We're gonna just imagine that Rail's cumulative charisma score is a.
Granny Defoe just has a 1700s powdered wig. Yes.
Yeah,
Three ruffians tried to break into my abode, so I got
we're gonna
my
say Rail's. No, Rail does not have a charisma score of 22. He's got like a 7. Okay. That was a fucking 8, so that's amazing. It passes by 1. So Rail does seduce the tree's mother. Sorry.
Unless I'm very much mistaken, it's Simone Taylor, television personality.
Woo! Yay! Clap hands.
Pardon me, madam. What? Oh,
Just
hello.
polishing more.
Philip mentioned we had a new guest. You're Simone Taylor, right? Yes, you must have seen me on TV. And you are? Trilby. Got a first name? No. Wait a second. Not the cat burglar, Trilby. Oh, wow. I presented a Crime Watch special on you once. Oh man, I wish I had a camera right now. This could be huge. You wouldn't mind to consent to an interview, would you? Madam, even if I did have a sudden retarding brain injury that would cause me to do so, don't you think our apparent imprisonment is slightly more urgent?
You fucking what, mate?
Well, I admit I thought so the first day I was here, but I've been here for 4 days now, and I really think I'm learning a lot about this place.
What have they been eating?
If I could just get these infernal doors open. Philip's calling a house meeting in the lounge. Yes, it's so like him to do that when a new face appears. I'll see you later, Mr. Trilby. That is going to be the one downshot of this game, is we have to watch her leave slowly. Strange woman.
She fell down.
Oh, sorry, I tried to talk the door, but it won't answer me. It's locked. It's a door. Okay, so we know everything we need to know there.
Open the door! Remove the bell, then we have echo.
Oh, I remember now. Okay,
No, you
yeah.
don't.
I think so. Like all point-and-click adventures like this, can't open doors. Sounds like you need a hammer. A lot of times it's like look at the same object on different spots of the object.
Oh, it's one of those things. Like,
Hey,
you have to click the exact pixel.
yeah.
Pixel hunting jamboree.
Hey,
Hay's for horses, cows, and goats. Aren't you glad you're a pig?
someone up in the tree. Oh, hi. You're new.
Hi.
Have you come to set us free? No, apparently I'm a prisoner now, too. I'm guessing you must be Jim. What are you doing up in the tree? Thought I might be able to get over the wall.
Yeah.
The tree's too far. And there's a ravine just outside the wall, too. So I understand, yes. Philip wants us all to meet up in the lounge. Oh, okay. I'll head that way now. So, yes.
Jesus. What the hell is he wearing? Bowling balls on his feet?
Again, very much due to the archaic nature of this game.
Just a brick in the wall.
So we've been everywhere in the house now, at least everywhere that isn't locked.
How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
How can you eat your meat if you don't have any veggies? Ah, our new arrival has graced us with his presence. I expect there's a lot you want to know. Join the club.
You fucking what, mate?
Just sit.
So let me
uncomfortably
see
between
if
them.
I've got this clear in my head. You're all trapped in this house by some invisible intelligence, right? And you can't leave. Nope. And as soon as I entered, I became trapped too. Pretty much. Why? Why would anyone want to keep us prisoner here? Maybe they're just lonely. No, if they wanted company, they'd have shown themselves. Maybe they have. Maybe one of us is behind all this. Oh, don't be silly. Why would any of us trap a load of people and pretend we didn't? I don't know, do I? I don't speak loony. We mustn't squabble
You're
amongst
a
ourselves.
loony.
Hampered by paranoia and suspicion, we'd only hinder each other. I suggest we assume for now that we four are all innocent. I agree with that. We five, including AJ. Where is he anyway? Couldn't find him anywhere. I saw him just after I arrived, but he ran away from me.
On account that I had a
That's
horrible
odd.
last one.
Listen, Mr. Trilby, we work as a team in this house. That's how it's been since it started. So we all have to share information. No secrets. So why did you come to this house? He's a cat burglar. Why do you even have to ask? Well, I didn't come here to take part in some bizarre Big Brother event, that's for sure. Is there anything you know about this house that would help? Anything at all? I doubt I know much more than any of you. All I know is that the last heir just died, and it's supposed to be empty, and my accent would offend Lorman deeply. Well, guess you're not much of help then, but I suppose an extra pair of hands is always useful. Still not completely clear on a few details.
God,
Do I get to ask you all some questions now? Sure. Just ask any one of us whatever you like.
We should have got Lorman in here to voice this guy.
Yep.
Now, I will point out that I believe there was a bit of a continuity error. The game takes place in a year that might be set before the Big Brother series.
Yes, so it's set in 1993, and Big Brother wouldn't be out till 2000. I read about that on the forum.
Okay, so this is before the age of cell phones and the internet.
Yeah. Yeah, so the year's 1993.
which is a funny concept. I remember people arguing about, like how the cell phone almost removed an entire concept of storytelling, getting a message across.
Yeah, it's the problem in anything nowadays is people can't imagine a world without it.
This is true.
Of course, they could just make it where if they had cell phones, like you wouldn't get a signal.
So Simone just revealed to us that in her research, a lot of people go missing in this county. Often out in the countryside, and this house is the biggest house in the countryside. And so then when she said, and it's people from all walks of life, Trilby asked, people like us? And everyone becomes very uncomfortable.
Like people like us? Nope.
How did you come to be here? I only came here for a documentary. Good evening, OK Mo. There's been a lot of interest in this old house. We figured something on Defoe Manor would pull in ratings. And not because it would make an interesting viewing. This is why I hate television. Excuse me, I was talking. I arrived here before the camera crew. I was supposed to wait for them. But I couldn't resist just taking a walk around the grounds.
Myself.
Oh, be right back.
Yep. Yes, come and join the auxiliary of the Black Pants Legion. I looked all over. It was my fault, really. Yes, it was. So, just going through the options here. So, yeah.
Happened to the camera crew.
Yeah, they probably left when she didn't show up as far as they knew. Tell me about yourself, Miss Taylor. We're in for it now. I'm a correspondent with the BBC, but you probably knew that. I'm afraid I don't watch much television. Oh. Well, I do outside broadcasts for the news, mainly. Sometimes I present documentaries or variety shows. Wherever I'm needed, really. Very much a Jill of all trades. That's all I wanted to know. Okay. So that's everything we know of Simone. Now Philip.
Okay.
Mr. Hardy. Yes, Mr. Trilby. What do you know about the mansion? Plenty. I read an article in this month's Treasure Hunting Monthly.
Is he also a burglar?
He's a treasure hunter in quotations. He's a grave robber.
So he's a burglar.
Yeah. But slightly different from Trilby in that Trilby fancies himself a gentleman and only robs from the wealthy. He just gave us his copy of Treasure Hunting Monthly. Just don't mind mess it up too much, it's for my scrapbook. How did you come to be here? I came to look for some artifacts. And I'm sure you had the full consent of the Defoe solicitors to do so.
It belongs in a museum.
Shut up.
So do you!
I just heard that there were some old family tombs under the building. I mean, really old. Anything inside probably doesn't belong to anyone, so finders keepers. I managed to call in a few favors to get back over the ravine and the back wall. Then, of course, I couldn't get out again. How many people know you're here? A handful, I suppose. They wouldn't get suspicious till I go missing for months, though. Tell me a bit about yourself. About me? I'm what you would call an import-export business. You're a thief.
Yeah.
I'm not a thief. I'm a treasure hunter. I only take what belongs to dead people. Since they're not using it, you know. Our new friend here, he's a thief. True, but also a gentleman. I'm sure that's a great comfort to them. That's all I wanted to know. Righto. And Jim. Yes?
I only steal things from dead people. How very British of you.
What do you know about... Gold, yeah. Ouch. Greetings, Wraith Knights. We could always see the house from the school. We all used to tell each other it was haunted. Why? Were there any stories or legends attached? Well, a friend of mine used to say that a crazy hermit lived there, who killed people and ate them alive. Oh, well, I'm certainly reassured. How did you come to be here? It was so stupid. We climbed over the school wall at lunchtime. It was a dare. We were going to see how long it would take the school to find us.
So, how old is this kid?
16, from a boarding school.
Oh, wow.
Or 15, I think. Yeah.
Ugh.
They all bet me I wouldn't do it. My school was like that. Broke my collarbone playing pylon once. Shut up, Philip. What happened next? I was about to knock on the door, but it opened by itself. I heard Richard dare me to take a step inside. So you did, and the door closed behind you and it wouldn't open again.
Zumberger said, gentleman serial killer.
I'm sorry, sir. If you don't mind, I'm going to have to kill you now. But it's all in good fun, I assure you.
That was good.
That was on Wednesday. The school probably knows I'm gone by now. I see.
They don't.
Tell me about yourself. Like what? I don't know. Where were you before you came here?
I was in school.
St.
sir.
Trinian's boarding school, not far from here. Been there since I was 10. My parents move around a lot, you see. How old are you now? 16? Nearly 16? That's all I wanted to know. Okay. Anyone else see a pattern in all these stories? Which pattern would that be? Seems to me the house only traps people individually. It didn't try to trap Jim's friends. Or Simone's camera crew. It's only letting us in one at a time. You're talking like the house, or about the house like it's intelligent. Surely it's more likely that there's just a joker behind all this. Maybe.
Clever girl.
But how did they know we were coming? How did it know to leave a window open for me, risking one of you finding it? You think the house is haunted? I wouldn't use that word. But I definitely feel a very odd feeling. Like we're being watched, I suppose. Yeah. Maybe it's one of Simone's rating winners. Excuse me?
Excuse
Well, locking
me.
up some people in a house against their will and secretly filming them? Sounds like a natural reality TV progression. Also highly illegal. Wouldn't stop some people.
The BBC wouldn't do something illegal.
Where the hell has AJ got to? I was hoping he'd be here. He's been doing some research on the house. He was going to going to share it with us tonight. Maybe someone should go look for him. What now? It's getting pretty late. I admit I'm beginning to feel tired. Yeah, me too. But what about AJ? I don't think there's a need to worry now. If he still hasn't turned up by morning, then we'll look for him. Oh, all right. But we look for him as soon as we get up. Day 2.
Just my question about food. What are they eating?
What was that noise?
I think it's kind of an element of the story that might have been overlooked.
Jesus, no.
Holy shit.
What'd you
Simone?
do, Whacker?
Philip? Jim? Oh God, who did this?
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
You did this?
What the fuck?
Stay back, I'm warning you. Who are you?
Okay.
So, given the graphics, I will explain for the audience, he just saw his own face when the guy pulled off the mask. So disturbing. And he's disturbed because the dream felt real.
Emphasis on
Thank Christ, no bodies.
Yes.
What's that device on the wall above this table?
The telephone that we confirmed was quite dead.
That's not a telephone. It's got wires and shit.
I hear tales of the before time. Is it true, Whacker?
Oh,
Eat a bag of penises, sir.
So that the audience all knows, Whacker is unbelievably old. Like, we're talking the
All
Bronze
of
Ages.
you may consume feces.
I just, it really does piss me off when I see this part. It's like they built outlets. They built outlets on like one heading in each.
Oh shit! The guy's back in the photo. Look, look.
Yep. There he is.
Go
So,
tickle him.
okay, so we are looking for the others now, since it's the morning.
Also, really, why is everybody wearing bowling balls on their feet?
It's an old house.
Because they're trying to strike it.
I mean, it literally sounds like he's stomping his way everywhere he walks.
It's a portrait of an aging man in a safari suit. The plaque reads Sir Roderick Defoe. Yesterday it said, a grown man. And you notice there's now gray in his beard.
He's actively decaying like I am due to
Mr.
old
Trilby?
age.
Do you know where the others are?
Fuck off.
Well, I don't know where Mr. Hardy is. But Miss Taylor's up in the library. The library? On the second floor. I think she broke the door open or something. Thanks. What are you reading there? Subfloor were not a concept in those early homes. Found it in the living room. How are you liking it? It's a bit heavy going. I think I prefer Terry Pratchett. Seen AJ anywhere? Not since yesterday morning.
So he's given up trying to find a way out of the house, and he's just fucking reading at this point.
He's been here for 5 days.
Whacker would be just beating him with the belt.
Mm.
Oh.
How are you feeling? Okay, I guess. I had this really horrible dream. You don't want to hear about it. You're taking this imprisonment thing very well, I must say. Well, it's not that different from boarding school, really. Except there's no one to hit you across the knuckles when you talk too much at night.
I mean...
Do the others know, or do you know where the others are? Whacker would weld up a solution with his bare hands. And yes, Terry Pratchett was an awesome author. Is an awesome author. Is he still alive? Was?
I
think that's a was.
Died.
Yeah.
I think he did die.
Educate me.
He wrote Discworld, right?
Yeah, Discworld, Good Omens.
Yes, he died several years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but I thought you were going to say he died several times.
Andy, is this,
Oh, wait.
are you like metagaming in your mind already? Like, is that what's happening here?
Maybe. I don't know now.
Okay, man.
Okay, so he said Simone was upstairs. She had broken into the library. Ah, in fact, there is a door with a break on it. He had a very aggressive form of dementia, is what Night Owl tells us.
Yes, he did. Yeah, okay. Yep.
The 1988 edition of the Encyclopedia Britannica, with Wagner to Woodhouse missing. Or Woodlouse missing, so the W is missing. Delia's How to Cook series.
Just need a stick of butter.
Interesting, a couple binders containing old architectural plans for the Defoe Manor.
Oh, yeah, they're bud.
A collection of old road maps and atlases, probably out of date. So let's grab that. Can't think of any use for them at the moment. A collection of old road maps, etc. Photo albums.
Whacker,
Historical
did you have
texts.
like a Britannica collection?
Yes, I did. In fact, I still have some of my old encyclopedias from when I was a kid downstairs in my bookcase.
Nothing like a wall of those things.
I
Hell
think
yeah,
it's
man.
about time I read up on the history of the Defoe family.
Yes, it is. Also, did you talk to what's her face?
Not yet. Hey, Miss Taylor. Hello, Mr. Trilby.
Hello, Toby. How you doing, love?
Or the embuggering, as he called it. Yep. Sleep well? To be honest, not really. I had this terrible dream. Someone had killed you and Philip and Jim. I remember a huge guy with a welding mask. Let me guess. He took off the mask and he looked exactly like you. No. He looked exactly like you.
Dun dun.
What does it mean? Frankly, I don't want to know. Did you break the lock on the door? No, I came up here and it was just like that. I suppose AJ must have done it. He must have been reading books from that pile of books. I don't know exactly. I'd have to ask him. So I take it AJ hasn't turned up yet. If he did, he didn't have the decency to tell us. I wouldn't be surprised. He's kind of jumpy. Maybe he just saw an opportunity and took it. Maybe. What do you know about AJ? Not much. He refused to tell us anything about himself. Where he came from, why he came here. Not even his full name. Kind of suspicious, isn't it? Do you think he has some kind of agenda? I really wouldn't know. Of course, you're no one to judge when it comes to withholding names. Heh.
Fucking what, mate?
How are you holding up? Oh, spare me the gallantry. I'm just fine. Okay, and I don't need to...
Yeah, either of you seen the movie Monster House?
I don't
No.
believe I have.
I'd actually give it a watch. Also, it's not haunted, it's just a giant mimic.
Books on gardening. Books on the occult. No doubt interesting bedtime reading. Books on photography. A sun-bleached skull. Probably placed here to add to gothic ambience.
Every bookcase has to have a skull.
Some of P.G. Wodehouse's best. The Digest of Visual Arts.
So is literally every single one of these books a thing?
Not every book, but every time the color on the thing changes, it's another set of books.
Right, but you've been clicking so each individual book is not a thing. Like the green row, if you just click there, what do you get?
That's
Okay.
the Encyclopedia Britannica. Then you click this one, that's the Oxford Dictionary, etc. And so
Okay.
the ones that stood out to us was the family history of the Defoes. That's me, Trilby.
That's me!
Trying to remember.
My suffering is eternal.
Oh, here we are. Right click. Okay, so we had the newspaper. We had
Poker with the stick.
the article on Treasure Hunting Monthly.
Did you just say poker with the stick?
Okay, so we're going to start that again. So, from Treasure Hunter Monthly, Defoe Manor, one of the country's more notorious stately homes, is renowned for being a great source of untold wealth, but it's also... But what is the curse that surrounds the creaking house? Mansion was built in the early 19th century by the legendary explorer Roderick Defoe, in celebration of his retirement and marriage. Sir Roderick disappeared along with his only son on the 15-year anniversary of his wife's sudden death. After that, the house fell into the possession of a succession of heirs, most of whom died or disappeared in mysterious circumstances. The house was left abandoned. The last heir was thought to have died in 1946, until the recent appearance of Clarence Defoe, who managed to prove his connection to the lineage and inherit the house.
It's one of those houses that people don't want to. Actually, If you guys want to look at something that's a little on the real side, look up The Watcher.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the you talking about the book by Stephen King?
No, there's a house somewhere, and this person keeps sending disturbing letters about the house and about the people inside it.
Mhm.
Some people think it's somebody who wants to own the house and trying to run people away via Scooby Doo villain logic.
So, yeah, we're reading the history of the family here, and what we are finding is that when Sir Roderick's wife died, he had only his son Matthew, who he was not close with. His son did not elect to join the army or engage in what was kind of traditionally considered men's prerogative for the time, but was an artist instead. Sir Roderick fell in despair or into despair over time. And then on Matthew's 15th birthday, Sir Roderick and Matthew both disappeared. A servant found bloodstains in one of the rooms, but no bodies were ever found. So, the house is hecka cursed.
I'll say.
So I can't remember. I don't know that any of these others are unlocked yet.
It was the mole people.
Because the Mimic House hungered.
It hungers for flesh.
Oh my.
The flesh of the innocent.
The
Oh, shit,
flesh
wait.
of persons.
I thought the hourglass was like a dude looking in the window.
So wait a minute. You said the umbrella has a grappling hook.
Yep.
Grapple up the tree?
Alright, 1 second. F3. Oh, here we are. I have to click the use button. That doesn't work.
Try it on the wall.
Try it on the roof of the thingamadoober.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, like, it won't work until I unlock that part of the game.
Oh, that's poop.
Yeah, this was this guy's first attempt at making a game, so...
No, I do not wish to shit on independent game makers. I'm just...
yeah.
This isn't his first attempt. He has another series.
Is that
shit.
supposed to be a metal detector?
Yep. Hey, Mr. Hardy. Oh, look who's up.
Yes, he has a sci-fi series, a bit on the comedy side.
That's right, I do remember that. Not to my knowledge. In fact, I don't think we'll be seeing him ever again. Why not? Well, if this is some kind of reality TV stunt, he must have been in on it. Maybe he's gone to file reports on how all the hidden cameras are working. I honestly doubt this is the work of the BBC, Philip. Do you have a better explanation? Not yet. Well then. What's with the metal detector? It's actually part of the plan to get out of here. Oh, good.
Yeah.
I've heard that there's some kind of family tomb buried somewhere under the grounds.
Oh, nothing would go wrong with that.
If I can find it, there might be another way to the surface.
Oh God, it's a Necron Tomb World! Run!
And I presume the valuables have nothing to do with this idea. Hey, judge not lest you be judged yourself. You're a cat burglar, for God's sake. At least I have a sense of priorities. Well, when you found an escape route and saved us all, I'll be sure to apologize profusely.
Okay, so are those holes that have been dug? Is that what?
Yep. Those are
Yep.
holes he's been digging.
He's a dirty armadillo.
How do you know the tomb's there? I don't. That's what the metal detector's for. How do you know there's anything to detect? It's probably all stone and dusty corpses. Actually, you'd be surprised how much metal can be found in a tomb. Belt buckles, coffin handles, candlesticks. Gold, silverware, implying something. Oh, goodness me, no.
Do metal detectors detect gold and silver?
They can actually detect non-ferrous metals. I don't know how it works exactly, but I know some of them can.
Yep. Okay, so. Are you the one who dug up half the lawn? Yeah. I was trying to dig a way out of this place.
Yeah.
But the ground gets really solid 2 feet down, and the wall foundations go even further. Well, that would explain the holes nearest the walls. About the others? Alright, I was looking for treasure. Happy now? You want some kind of metal? Just professional interest, you understand.
You fucking what, mate?
Any luck? With the treasure? Nah. Found some kind of pipeline running under the lawn, but not much else. How are you doing? Hello, frozen hawk hunts? Frozen hawk hunts. And when I find out, even better. So, can I borrow your metal detector? What do you want it for? I'm not sure yet. Brilliant.
Ooh, Liz has got an amazing idea.
Hmm?
She was hoping the holes were pygmy dune worms. Pygmy shy haluds. Yeah, man.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so we are going to take a brief bio break, and I will be right back. Whacker, Andy, entertain the audience, possibly.
No.
Andrew,
Yes.
hello?
Hello.
Is this computer machine on and working? I can't tell.
That's entirely correct. The
I
machine
don't know
working as
anymore. No.
He said there's a pipe under there. Maybe we can escape a la Shawshank Redemption.
By crawling through a river of shit?
Yes.
Will we come out squeaky clean on the other side?
No.
Then I don't want to.
But there might be gold down there. These are rich people. They eat gold.
I thought they eat poor people.
Some people that are poor are made of gold. Did you not know that?
Oh, okay.
Why do you think there's so many of them?
Wait a minute. Okay, so going back to Liz's comment, weren't there like little like larval sandworms? Weren't they called like sand trout or something like that? I forget what the hell they were called. I'm pretty sure it was sand trout is what they were called. Storm, weren't the like larval Shai-Hulud called like sand trout or something like that?
Yeah, the sand trout.
Okay, so that's what's digging the holes. That's my headcanon now.
Okay, so I am going to ask you guys now. Well, I know Andy knows, so Andy, don't answer. But Whacker and Chat, who are unaware, what are your bets as to what's going on here?
Some kind like the dude made like some kind of like fucking pact with gods and has to feed them through like cabin in the woods kind of thing ish. Like there has to be a periodic sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
The house is a mimic.
Yep. So we will go with that as your bet for what's going on. According to Wraith Knights, the Emperor made a deal with the Harkonnen to defeat the Atreides. Brilliant. It's English, so he who controls the tea controls the universe.
I cannot fault this logic.
Now, there was a specific book that we were...
That's why we chucked it in the river, or the harbor.
Yes, so... We were just talking to Philip, and we remembered that in the library there was a map of the Defoe Manor's architecture. It's a very old architectural plan of the Defoe Manor. Yep.
It was drawn with crayons by a blind person.
There's something odd about this map, like there's something missing. So, we can see the stairwell leading to the house, this is the backyard, etc. But we notice that kind of next to the kitchen, there's a section or room that does not exist elseways.
Okay.
And then the site of the family tombs is in the front yard.
Okay.
So. And we are still hearing more of those whispers. That always creeps me out.
Don't forget to submit your W-2. Your W-2 records.
Mimic House periodically, or the guy needs to feed. Okay, everyone, pet your pet. Where are you, Gibbs?
Which one?
I refuse your love.
I've got the fat cat and the zoomy cat.
I thought those were one and the same.
No, one cat is fat, one cat is zoomy.
Yep, as it should be. We have 42 viewers.
Gods help them.
42, that's the secret of the universe. Da-da-da.
Is it really, though, Andy?
That's what this giant machine on another planet told me. It also told me that you're a bitch whacker.
Mr. Hardy, I found this old map in the library. Take a look. The tomb is clearly under the front yard. But this is the backyard. There's no way into the front yard. Sucks, doesn't it? Well, I guess that's my escape plan out the window. Thanks a bunch, buddy. Don't mention it. Can I borrow the medical detector?
Medical detector?
Why the hell not? Take away my hopes, might as well take away my only worldly possession, too. Have
I
fun
am a
with it.
thief.
Thanks. Now, do excuse me.
I'm going to go kick a small child.
Jim!
God damn it, Andy.
Very tall, very smooth, very sturdy. Lawn. Okay, so...
Bury yourself. To understand how the dead think, we must become one.
Okay.
So he said he's literally hitting bedrock 2 feet down.
Yeah,
Okay, then how deep is the pool?
good point. The water is deep and smells strongly of chlorine. There's a blurry shape visible in the water, but I can't tell what it is.
Oh, okay. That's, oh my.
Perhaps if the pool were drained...
I'm guessing that we have to get into that thing to the house thing.
Why
Yeah.
the hell does a pipe come out from above ground and then go back into ground?
I thought it was a diving board.
I can track where the pipeline leads with the metal detector. Trailins here.
You need a shovel. Because I kind of doubt he was digging with his hands.
And what do we have here? Philip's laborings must have covered it up. And it appears to be a panel.
Okay.
Small metal panel with a single unmarked red button.
The shiny candy red button.
Push
Oh,
the
that-
button.
Can he hold out, folks?
Well, that didn't seem to do anything. Oh, the pool is draining.
Dive in.
Head first.
Oh, it's not revealing anything to me.
Come on in. The water's
Obviously,
wide.
we should simply go down there. It is perfectly safe. Oh
Oh,
my.
Oh, Christ.
That's not Christ. That's AJ.
This is definitely the man I met on the landing, presumably AJ. But I think he was dead before then. Throat's been split by some large-edged weapon. God, the stench. Gotta find the others.
Is there something on his foot?
Dead. How?
Never mind.
Murdered.
Right.
He was stabbed to death, then tied to the bottom of the pool. Oh my god. You know what this means, don't you? We are the only ones in this house. The killer has to be one of us. Not necessarily. I don't think any of us could engineer. Shut up. It was you, wasn't it? You killed AJ, now you're covering your tracks. Philip, you're being absurd. Why would Trilby tell us where the body is if he wanted to hide it? He's covering his tracks. He was the last to arrive. Don't tell me you're not a bit suspicious of him. Look, what happened to AJ was a terrible thing. But if we let it tear us apart, we could all go the same way. He's got a point, Philip. Oh, I see. You're all in on this together. Philip, shut up. As far as I'm concerned, there's no one I can trust here anymore. From now on, it's every man for themselves. Philip. That was perfect timing, Andy! Jesus! At least someone's keeping their head. Look, I'm not exactly in love with such an unscientific idea as a murderous ghost.
Oh.
But nothing other than the supernatural could have engineered this situation. And the house has a bad history.
You've got to believe.
History, I think it's time I started looking into.
If you believe in magic.
Well, you do whatever you want. I think I'm going to look into AJ's death with a slightly more sensible attitude.
In a dead man's pool.
Where's Jim? Someone should tell him about AJ.
Wear big red shoes.
I think he went upstairs. I'll go look for him. Father? Jim, is that you?
Oh no.
What are you doing, Father? What? Father, no! No, don't! Father! Father! Hold on. Mr. Trilby?
Fuck.
Day 3. Pistol and Lizard are like, what the fuck?
Yeah?
You told me about AJ, then you said you were going to look into the house. Then you asked me to wake you this morning so you could get started. Yes, I remember. Thank you, Jim. Anytime.
Hey, wait a minute. I never caught on to that.
What?
He was reading Treasure Island, and his name is Jim.
Yep.
That's a long pull on my part.
There you go.
There's that TV with the 2 extension cords.
Nothing's changed in here.
Poke the moose's nose. Stick your finger in it.
You know what it would do that would be absolutely perfect? Do you remember the animal heads in the Evil Dead 2 movie that just started laughing?
Yeah. So the solicitor, or basically the family lawyer, was found dead this morning. Appeared to have hanged himself. Ruling of suicide already declared.
God, all these suicides. You sure this isn't Iceland and not England?
I'm gonna say that things are right proper fucked. Booked. Things are right proper foot.
And now they are attempting to find out what has become of Mrs. Taylor. And now the
Who
TV
is-
is having static. Yeah, so Miss Taylor is, again, our blonde lady.
Oh, Simone. Okay.
Yeah, Simone. Yeah, Simone
Okay,
Taylor.
that's-
Yep.
Yeah. Famous BBC television reporter. Alright,
Also,
Mm-hmm.
Storm, I do need to bio break for a few minutes, so I will step away myself. I will be right back.
All right, we'll keep you caught up. And pointing it out to everyone in the audience, huh? A portrait of a wizened, bearded old man in a safari suit. The plaque reads Sir Roderick Defoe. Hello, Philip. Leave me alone, cat burglar. Feeling any better this morning? Oh, I'm just Peaches. Now go away. What are you doing? None of your business. Those are the maps of the house. Yes, they're maps. I'm going to find a way out, then I'm going to get away from this madhouse once for all. And after that, if I ever see your smug, pinstripe-wearing face again, it'll be a million years too soon. Hey, Maze. Come on, Phil. None of us could have killed AJ. You want to bet? You're over 6 foot. You could have done it easily. Maybe I could have, but I didn't. You know I can't. Well then. Your attitude could be the death of us. It's certainly going to be the death of you if you don't get out of my face.
I can prove it. See how tiny my hands are? I couldn't strangle him with these tiny, tiny hands. Tiny hands of a thief. Stick your head in the oven and take a deep breath.
Well, if I ever need to know where to find lethal quantities of salt... Sink. Empty. What's this? I just found it out here like this.
It's Mr. Bean's car.
Do you know whose it is? Yeah. It's mine. Did you bring it in here last night or something? Of course not. It was in the front yard. There was no way into the front yard. Maybe someone's trying to help us. Maybe. I'll go and find the others and let them know about it. Sure.
It's Kirby's... I was going to say Kirby's English brother, but then I think Kirby was originally English?
Great. My lockpicks are here. They must have fallen out of my pocket while I was getting out of the car.
Yeah, my lockpick's fall out of my pocket all the time, too.
I had an emergency pick in the lining of my tie like I usually do. Locked.
Whacker!
There we go.
the Oblivion pickpocket minigame pumps up.
That would be oddly specific. And welcome. Okay, we found a pickaxe for whatever that's worth. And an empty cupboard.
His car sucks because that's all he can afford. He keeps stealing money because he has a crippling gambling addiction on horse races. No, I'm making that up.
So we're gonna head back down to see if we can find anything else about his body. Simone? Oh, Trilby. How's the ghost hunt going? How are you feeling? Fine, thank you.
Why are you staring so intently at the dead body? Why are your nipples so hard?
I don't have time to be shaken about AJ. Whoever did this might still be around. Once we're safely out of harm's way, then I can think about being shaken.
But not stirred.
What are you doing? Investigating. Like we all should be doing. So what did you conclude? I found his wallet. He has an ID for almost every government agency I can think of. Everything from MI6 to CID. Really? I think he must have been sent here to investigate the house. Some kind of secret mission. That's why he never told us anything about himself. That one makes sense, certainly. And I'd say this constitutes a pretty spectacular failure of that mission. Any clues as to on who did this? It must have been a pretty big fellow, I think. Armed with a large slashing weapon like a machete. And I found a piece of leather. Leather? Like Philip's jacket? No, it wasn't black. Brown leather from like an old-fashioned blacksmith's apron. There was a torn-off piece in AJ's hand. I see.
I am back. Whose car made it in?
Trilby's, and he was like, the fuck, how did my car get in here? He opened it up and was able to find his lockpicks, so we now have lockpicks. We then went into that shed that was in the back we couldn't get into earlier and grabbed a pickaxe and a saw, so we have those to use. And then Simone is currently looking at AJ's body and found that he had IDs for almost every government agency in his wallet.
Okay.
He's a bad boy!
Including MI6 and CID, was what she mentioned.
Okie dokie.
Someone brought my car into the backyard. Yeah, I noticed. It's your car, is it? Did you bring it in here? Trilby, I have no idea where it came from now, or how. I'm just glad to see a bit more color about the place. I see. See you later. Sure.
Yes, a nice red car. Like blood red car.
It's definitely not creepy at all.
Yep.
No, sir.
And we do the walkie-walkie-walkie.
Alright, Simone, I'm going to fill the pool back up again. Just
Next thing you know, the car reverses itself in the pool and squashes the lady.
So, can we use one of those IDs to buy Albania's Air Force? Yes! Philip has granted us, or no, AJ has granted us the way. Oh, and, the picture in the background, the guy is now getting older in the picture every day. So now he's whacker old.
Like Andrew, it's getting very old.
Oh, my oranges.
And so now we have lockpicks, so let's see if we can open any of these doors. I think I did it, but it still won't open. Must be a deadbolt on the other side or something.
Andrew, you're aging rapidly.
Not again.
There we go,
There we
unlocked.
go, unlocked.
Whacker, imagine every time he uses the lockpicks, you get the Bethesda lockpicking minigame.
Oh, I actually kind of sort of liked that mechanic in the games.
I mean, a few other games did copy it, I think.
Like a legit, like decent, like non-bullshit, like extremely frustrating lockpick game is a lot of fun, I think.
Actually, I think the Elder Scrolls one was different. That was the one with like the teeth or the keys.
Oblivion was the one that you actually had to like pick the individual.
Yeah.
The
I think it was Fallout 3 where you just like turned the knob and the dial and all that.
So we found a book in this master bedroom.
Okay. What is
How
the
to
book?
Serve Man.
Diary
Of Sir Roderick Defoe,
oh my.
the founder. So, work on the house is going well. It should be completed by the end of July. Belinda is already excited about the forthcoming wedding and spends many hours of the day going over even the smallest details over and over. Not since our early courtship has she been so giddy with joy. It softens my heart to see her smile, and she smiles often. I'm wondering why I didn't retire sooner. I'm only now having the opportunity to write this, as it has been a most hectic day. The wedding went without a hitch, and the house was ready for us to move in as soon as the ceremony was over. Belinda insisted on consummating our marriage immediately. I am sure, dear diary, that this house can expect to hear the laughter of children before 1806 is out. A romantic day for our announcement. The physician has just left, confirming that Belinda is with child, a child we can expect to be born in June. We have already decided to name the child Matthew if a boy or Jane if a girl. Belinda is dead. I will never forget her face.
Okay. You know what this reminds me of? Do you remember in Borderlands 2 when it was filling in the backstory on who is the crazy old coot that pointed the shotgun at you in the first game?
I can't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about.
And he, like, you go through the backstory in the basement of his house, and he's like, blah blah blah, very very happy, and then you do the next one. It's like, well, she's dead.
Yeah. Belinda's dead. I will never forget her face, ash gray, contorted with pain. The child is healthy. Would that have never come about and spared me this fresh hell? Almost 15 years later, Matthew showed me the painting of the grounds he created. I worry about the boy. Why can't he have healthier interests like soldiering? The painting was fair, I suppose, but I'd rather my child be less of a weakling. It is the anniversary of the night I unleashed a horror which I tonight shall remove from this world. May God forgive me. That was the last entry.
Did my dad write this book?
Possibly.
I didn't know you liked to paint, Whacker.
No, I'm fucking horrible at art.
Funny, there seems to be some scratches on the wall just under the window. Well, let's see if we can open that. What do you know? It opened. Of course, since it overlooks the backyard, it doesn't help much. So, this is where we finally get to use the toy.
Yay! Umbrella time! The penguin would be proud. I said the penguin would be proud.
Quack. It's a tile that must have come away loose.
Wait a minute, isn't that Italian tiling for roofs?
While I'm probably sure it would be highly amusing to growl across the gap and slam heavily into the tree trunk, it would not be a great help. Right, we have to remove the tree. Walk, 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 just keep walking.
Clomp, 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 clomp.
Why is everybody in this house wearing bowling shoes?
I mean, yeah.
Although, I mean, you have to admit to yourself that the whole thing would be a bit bare of any sound whatsoever, so...
Kind of like it's barren of the bear right now. Cause like, do you get the joke? Cause like, do you get it?
Shut up, Whacker.
Okay, sorry.
You're also mean to each other. This is not a one-man job, so I need to find Jimothy.
Oh yeah, bud.
Jimothy, would you like to pull the saw with me? I'm sorry.
Oh, God. Ah, yes, tree husbandry. A quintessential creepy house activity.
Oh yeah, there, bud.
Philip, will you help me saw this tree down like a goddamn idiot? No, okay.
Like a heathen.
Here, let me call tree service. Oh, I keep forgetting the phone's dead.
I'm trying to remember where Jim
You are
is
not
right
the
now.
tree service.
Right, I believe Jim's actually in the library now, so we should go up there.
I'm reading Oliver Twist. I'm now horribly depressed.
Ah, yes, this explains my childhood. You'll resort to thievery soon enough. Ah, there we are.
All these books are written by Charles Dickens. Oh boy.
Yes?
Yeah, man.
What are you doing? I'm just looking for stuff on the house. Why? Dunno. Yes, you do, Jim. Why? Because I want to help. But I'm not sure what I could do. Do you want to tag along with me? Sure. I promise not to get in the way. But much like
immediately got in the way.
much like that youngster Mr. No Talk, he got in the way frequently. And Whacker was too old to deal with it. Ah.
That little shit. I'm assuming that was somebody falling down the stairs, Andy.
Yes.
Yeah. Very good, Whacker. Here's your lollipop. And by lollipop, I mean sedative.
You put the Master Chief in the sauna.
Alright, boy. Come help me chop this tree down. You ain't got nothing better to do.
Oh, yeah.
Jim, give me a hand with this.
Yeah, let's do it right on the car.
Lol.
Goodbye.
Lol.
Like crash. Why did we cut down the tree, Mr. Trilby? Not exactly sure. I know it makes me feel better.
Harborside makes me feel good. Now count the rings! Maybe it's one of those weird trees that like grew around some weird iron post or something like that. You find some neat-sided.
Yes.
Maybe there's a bike inside the tree.
Hey there, Ace Blackhammer. Thank you for subscribing to WBPL 76. I have only one sadness of us using this room. I do not have access to our glorious soundboard.
I thought you did.
I thought I would, but no, I don't think it's enabled in this room. Otherwise,
You can't use the Nitro like soundboard anywhere feature.
yeah, just because I think it's disabled in the BPL here.
Oh, probably a smart idea.
Yeah. Why don't you wait for me in the library? Oh, okay. So, we can't have the boy following us for this next part. So now that we're here, now we can...
This is clearly nothing will ever go wrong ever again.
Yep. Yeet! That's how we got in.
It's a voodoo doll!
An artist's easel with a blank canvas. How philosophical. Old Victorian-era stuffed bear. Single bed. Maybe this left a spare?
I say that, Reginald.
Nothing in there. Just check the nightstand. There's nothing in here but this old diary. Okay, so here's where we're going to get something of a reality check on what's going on.
Dear diary, I did it. It was me all along. I killed those people.
The Secret Diary of Matthew Defoe. Today was my 8th birthday. Nanny said I would soon be a big, strong man like my father. I wanted to see him today, but he wouldn't come out of the study all day. Nanny says he always gets cross on this day, but it's not because of me. I found a new friend. He's behind the door in the kitchen. He doesn't have a name. He likes me to sit and talk to him, but Father gets very angry when he finds me doing this.
Oh.
I asked Father who the boy behind the door was, but he told me there was no boy behind the door and it was just a silly fantasy.
Oh my.
I showed Father the painting, just finished. He said it was quite good, which is the best thing he's ever said. While he was in a good mood, I asked if I could go and look behind the door in the kitchen. He pretended not to hear me. My father's done a terrible thing. All this time he pretended there was no boy behind the door, and now this. There's blood all over the kitchen floor. I will do what I can. Then we can be a family together and be happy. That's where it ends, except for a little ink blot just underneath the text. I think I've read enough to have some idea of what's going on here. If there is a ghost in this place, there must be some connection to the disappearance of Sir Roderick and Matthew Defoe. So Whacker sounds... Or was Matthew schizophrenic or something?
Yeah, okay.
Did Sir Roderick kill him and disappear? It's odd that neither of the bodies were ever found. If I could find Matthew's body, perhaps I can get to the bottom of this. Maybe there's a book or something in the library that could help me. So, yes, we are starting to see just how kind of dark this story is about to get.
Yeah, just a bit, just a tad.
So, going back to the library. So, I'm going to spare us all the rigmarole of finding which book it's going to be, because I remember. And it is...
It's almost like you've played this game before.
Yep.
Oh.
A book on the occult. A book on simple white magic. Because this won't go wrong.
It'll be fine.
Yes, Paladin do despise those ads. Despise them hard. Why not? I could certainly do with a laugh. So, we've picked up a book on white magic. It's a book on white magic. Finding a person from their possession. Tie the possession in question to a stick and dip it in salt. Next, wave it over the place where the subject sleeps. When you hold it in front of you, the object should now indicate which direction the owner lies.
It's gonna get spicy.
So, we need... a possession. And we need the place where they slept.
So, I would say, obviously, the boys' room. You need the salt. You've got the stick.
And the teddy bear. But we are missing something. We need to tie it.
Where's the stick?
We have the stick, but we need to tie the teddy bear to the stick. How do we do that?
Duct tape.
With that woman's hair.
This is getting into a whole different level of dark.
Hard.
Telephone cord. Confession of Ladder Maker. Got it. This always...
Remember to pull the cord out of the electric outlet from like a foot away, not by the little panel dang.
Yes, yank briskly.
Okay, so...
At an angle, too, not straight ahead.
Fool, just another fool, just another fool.
There's this really obnoxious person in chat who goes by Paladin58.
Yes, and he is correct. We expect the Turbo Dark from Andy.
Also, hello, Palo Walla Falla Maladin.
Okay, so I'm going to make... Oh, wait. No, I have to go up there and get the item first and build it and then dip it in the salt. Then I can come do the thing.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, this is where the game suffers a little bit in that, much like many games of these types, it can be a little oblique.
So, it seems that this is one of those games that there aren't a lot of... I should say there are a lot of, I guess I want to call them gates. Like you can't get certain things like the lockpicks or other things in the game unless you pass through certain story aspects.
And why the hell not? Yeah. The later games do a better job, but yeah, this one, it's definitely very oblique at times.
Considering this is an indie game from 2002 that it looks like one guy developed, I mean, that's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, and that's part of why I love it, then the overarching story, but yeah, it's just one of those things where if you've not played this game before, it's like almost a 10-hour game, but once you know where everything is, it's like a 2 to 3 hour game.
The salt must flow.
The spice must flow.
Well, I mean, salt is technically a spice, isn't it?
I mean, I guess it would technically count as
I
one.
think it
It's a condom.
qualifies as one.
Yeah. Yes, as he puts it earlier in the thing, lethal amounts of salt. Alrighty, so now we're going to perform a fucking seance.
You can use like salt on Philip and have a Fight Club moment.
I guess
Hell
that'll
yeah,
do.
man. I guess that'll do, my shit.
Okay, so now I look at it.
I'll say the magic words.
It seems to be
There you are.
it seems to be indicating downward.
Hi.
So that means go downstairs.
Hi.
You know, the only thing I can think of putting like on salt is like corn on the cob with butter.
It's
Salt-
indicating to my left. So, like I said, we're going to do this song and dance routine here, but I'm ultimately going to spare you guys the full thing. It's not in this room. Either it's not working properly or it's pointing straight down. Now, remember earlier that there was a section next to the kitchen on the map that did not exist here.
Right, and where was that? Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Knock, knock.
Johnny's here.
Wilfred, the neighbor's broken through the walls again.
Yes. What the fuck is that? Are those?
Chains.
Little robot. It's a two-legged robot.
Are these manacles?
Oh,
What the hell was this room used for?
it's the sex dungeon.
Of course. And he would go there.
More like childicles. Oh, yeah. So you're starting to realize Matthew probably wasn't schizophrenic. There was a boy behind the door.
Oh my god.
No, it was not a sex dungeon. It was just the regular variety dungeon. So we... Oh, wait. No, that's right. I didn't finish what I was supposed to do in there. I know what I'm supposed to do now.
What does the dolly tell us?
It's indicating to the southeast. It's pointing straight down.
Dig with a pickaxe?
I am a trilby and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole.
Okay, so we need to find the shovel. And William, a
Why-
kid from another marriage?
I
Ah.
hope you can find it in spades.
Okay, so there was the shed here, but there was no shovel. So where do we find a shovel?
Right
Well,
back of the car.
sorry about that. I clicked off the game in the middle of a sound effect.
I thought somebody was running after you. I was starting to get scared actually.
Storm's just starting to play his mixtape for us.
Let's see.
I didn't hear any Tiny Tim.
I'm trying to remember where I found the shovel, but it's somewhere around, huh?
Can you go back and go any further to the right or down?
Possibly. I'm gonna see if I... This is part I don't remember. Okay. So, not where I thought this was. Although you bring up a good point.
I mean,
Maybe it's
there might be something sticking out of the right.
No, it's all just more of the dialogue about the hole. Summon Diggs, he should be a suitable alternative to a shovel. This is true. For he is Sir Diggs with hands, keeper of many birthdays.
Still, we need to heal his hands.
There's nothing in the car, blah blah. No point in driving it.
I say, Reginald.
Hello, Philip. Okay, so I don't get it from him then. Oh, I remember now. Okay. Again, like I said, it's a little bit oblique at times. But we identified the area. Maybe it was the pickaxe and I just did it wrong. Okay, so...
Use the book?
The book on white magic. Have a good one, Paladin.
Yep. Be safe. Be careful.
Yes, especially with the moving of stuff.
Yes.
Don't go any weird houses. Like that one on the old street I used to live in that had 7 suicides.
Okay.
And
So this is where I am going to ask you, Andy, could you quickly look up what the next thing is? Because I am actually having trouble remembering.
almost like you're like old or something.
Yeah.
Will asshole not talk to you anymore, or what's the story with him?
Philip is convinced that we're all trying to kill him.
So he won't talk to us.
Yeah.
I mean, given everything I've seen in this game,
Try using the area.
Okay. Interesting.
Like, literally, like, Diggs with his bare hands.
Okay, so... Huh. My brain!
My brains, they're leaking out of my ears again. Oh, whack the guitars. I thought there was a hand coming out of the hole.
Okay, so we are going to save here, because this is going to constitute one of the first points in the game where we actually can get killed.
Trilby 2 TWU.
Area, you. The area.
Oh,
Matthew Defoe, I presume. Did Sir Roderick keep him down here? He can't have done. There'd have been mention of it in one of the books I read. So... Hold on, I don't think that's Matthew's hand. There's another corpse here.
Oh.
It looks like the body of a much older man. You know, I have the feeling this is Sir Roderick. Judging by the ribs, he was killed by a large stabbing weapon. But by whom? What was that? Sounded like it came from the other side of the house.
Run, boy, run! Are you excited, Whacker?
No.
A good job just sitting there.
The dude's still in the painting.
Well, that's right there. Outlets are upside down.
Okay.
The bell jar has been knocked over and smashed. Looks like the idol is undamaged.
I mean, go pick it up and, just start worshipping it,
This really
What
is a
could go
horrendously
wrong?
ugly little wooden idol. Hang on. What are those stains? Day 4. Father, why? Oh god, my head. What?
Where the... Oh, is he in the shed?
Yep, I remember. Oh god, Philip. Did I kill Philip? I don't remember anything. Last thing I remember was putting my hand on that idol. I've got to warn the others. It's locked. God knows where they found the key. Stuck shut.
Pick it.
My picks are gone. And you'll notice, so is my tie. When I found my picks, I put one in my tie. Hello? Is anyone out there? Quiet. Simone, is that you? Yes, I'm keeping guard. Why? Shut up. You killed Philip. Don't even try to deny it. I did? Don't play games with me. I'm keeping guard here until the police get into the grounds. Then I'm handing you over. Simone, what do you want now? Where's Jim? What do you want to know? So you can track him down and kill him? If you left him alone, he's already dead. Real killer's still out there. He could be creeping up on you even as we speak. I said shut up. Simone.
You'll always know when the killer's coming up on you because you hear that dut 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 dun 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 dun.
What have you done with my tie? It was Jim's idea. We took it off you so you wouldn't hang yourself. Why wouldn't you want me to hang myself if I'm such a cold-blooded killer? Jim still seems to think you might somehow be innocent. That boy really admired you, you know. I'm filled with shame. I'm sure. Simone, what do you want now? What makes you think I killed Philip? Oh, well, let me see. Jim and I are attacked by some huge guy in a welding mask and apron with a machete, but managed to get away. Then we come into the kitchen and find a huge guy in a welding mask and apron unconscious next to Philip's corpse. And when we took off the mask, lo and behold, it's you. Look, you've got it all wrong. Oh, really? Well, let's hear your version. I was possessed by the ghost. Oh, no,
I was possessed by Billy Idol.
Did you think of that all by yourself? It's the truth, I swear. Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, go touch it. It's fine.
Go touch the idol in the trophy room. You'll see I'm not lying. What a good idea. Why didn't I think of that? Go and check some stupid idol, leaving you conveniently unguarded.
What the hell is she guarding you with?
Well, she just has the door locked, and probably the crowbar she hit me with. Simone, what do you want now? Oh, sorry. You almost hacked him to pieces with a machete. I think you'll have taken that into consideration. You're making a terrible mistake.
Hey, you know what?
Oh, am I? Why is that?
He's hacking and whacking, chopping at me.
The police will never get in here. The house will only let people in one by one. And even if an officer does get inside, they can't leave. You shut up about your stupid haunted house theory. One good solid battering ram to the front door, they can come in and go as they please. Simone, what do you want now? Trying to remember the next part.
My Simona.
I think you have to persuade her to give you back the tie.
Yeah, no, I remember that. I'm just trying to remember what the combination of buttons were.
Up, down, high punch. Bonus points to anybody who gets that.
Philip tried to kill me first. Oh, I see. You killed him. I suppose when you burst into the living room and swung the machete at Jim and me, you were just trying to swap flies or something.
Well, shit.
When he attacked, he was wearing a gray pinstripe suit.
I think you have to probably ask about the tie again. Oh, please.
Please, sir. Might I have some more?
Try asking about a tie again, like a second time.
Okay, I just had a bit of a realization, Storm.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a feeling you can't answer me. So I'll just say it.
Mm-hmm.
The little boy, Jim,
Mm-hmm.
he's about 15 or 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that about the age of the kid was when when he died, when all this shit went down?
It's funny you mention that.
Also, I promise, pinky fucking promise, that I'm not Googling a damn thing about this game.
Oh yeah. No, I trust you.
I pinky promise I am not doing it, because this is legit fun.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm just going through all the options because I'm trying to remember. If you could look it up, Andy, because I've done the tie thing.
Yeah, you gotta tell her that you were possessed by the ghost and that you were you're stricken with guilt. And
Okay, got it.
To give you back the tie for,
Yeah. Okay. I was trying to remember. I thought I had done that option already, but I was possessed by the ghost. Oh, now that impresses me. Did you think of that all by yourself? It's the truth, I swear. Shut up. Shut up. Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, the
It
third.
possessed me just like it did with AJ. When I killed AJ. What are you talking about now? The ghost. It talks to me late at night when no one else can hear. Trying to make me do things, evil things. Shut up. It never leaves me alone. I can't sleep, then I have blackouts. I wake up, blood all over me in an unfamiliar place. It's happened so many times now I can't count them.
Oh my god, shut up!
Kill AJ, kill Philip, kill everyone. It wouldn't leave me alone. So, at this point, he's hamming it up. Warning you. I'm delirious with guilt most of the time. I can see the face of every poor innocent I've killed every time I close my eyes. Most evenings I cry so hard I vomit several times. Sometimes I just want this nightmare to end. If death came right now, I'd welcome it.
Everybody in the audience, trigger warning. We're clearly getting into trigger warning territory.
Your tie, please. Oh, to hell with it. Have it, you psycho.
So, hello, Cookie.
Yes. Right, everyone. So, this game is the brightest of all four of them.
Oh god, there's a blue snake coming under the door!
I thought I grabbed it, but just slip it on. And here's my emergency lockpick. See, this demonstrates the importance of forethought.
I shall break the wall.
You should have kept it in your shoes.
There we go, unlocked. Where's Simone got to now? I've got to get her and Jim to believe me about the idol. It's Philip. Someone ran him through with a machete. The worst part of it is that someone was probably me.
Roll him, he might have treasure.
I really would rather not touch him.
Coward.
Rudolph.
Yes, that's exactly my meaning. Oh, day 4. The portrait.
That would be his...
Skeleton in a bloodstained safari suit, reading Sir Roderick Defoe. So we're looking for Miss Simone. The idol is sitting back in its case there, and we're not touching that again.
Because the case is still broken.
Yeah. So somebody put it back.
It probably was the man in the mirror.
No one in here either. Where the hell is everyone? Trilby! Simone, before you say anything, I know you didn't really kill Philip or AJ. You do? I figured you were lying to get me away from the shed. I saw him again. Who? The killer. The guy in the welding mask. I spotted him downstairs, but he didn't see me. And I can't find Jim anywhere. Simone, you have to listen to me. The ghost. Oh, shut up about your ghost. It isn't a ghost, it's a regular flesh and blood psycho. Speak of the devil. Eh? Do something.
Jimmy boy.
Jim. Clive. How is he? He's awake. He's fine. Doesn't remember anything just like I didn't. Look, I only sort of half believe this possession thing right now. But in the absence of a better suggestion, I'm just guessing I'm going to go along with it. Hey, Diggs.
I guess you'd give the explanation a ghost of a chance.
Yeah, and some texts on the occult. Apparently, if we want to destroy this thing, we have to get the spirit back in its old body.
It's just a little bit of murder.
That makes it
Just a
quasi-mortal.
bit.
It'll still be dangerous, but not unkillable. We have to find the body first. And to do that, we have to know who the ghost is. I've been thinking about that, and I have a fairly workable theory. I have a couple ideas myself. Right, well, the ghost is something to do with the disappearances of Roderick and Matthew Defoe, right? The deaths and disappearances all started after that. Agreed. Yes, we will be going through the entire Shizou mythos. I may do the sci-fi series at another point von Falkenstein. I don't think that Sir Roderick's wife died naturally. I think Sir Roderick had more than one son. Sir Roderick obviously killed Matthew and disappeared. Actually, I'd rather hear your theory. Which one, Whacker?
4. I want to hear what she has to say about this.
I don't think Matthew was Sir Roderick's only son.
Yep.
You don't. You read Sir Roderick's diary. He makes references to some monster he helped create, but he doesn't seem to mean Matthew. And Matthew talks about another boy in the house, a boy behind the kitchen door. Those manacles indicate that someone was kept imprisoned in the basement. Where do you think the other son came from? I want to hear what you think first. I think Belinda Defoe gave birth to twins. I think Sir Roderick fathered a love child while in Africa. I think Sir Roderick had an affair just before Belinda died. I don't know.
I'm guessing number 1.
I think Belinda gave birth to twins. I agree with that.
This is giving me real Man in the Iron Mask vibes, sort of, like in a turbo fucked up kind of way.
Yeah. I think it was his second son that did. Sir Roderick went practically insane with grief. Blamed the poor kid for her death, kept him locked in the basement, refused to even acknowledge his existence. Can you imagine what that boy must have been like for that boy? Growing up in a filthy grotto like some kind of animal. No education, no love. The boy would have been completely retarded and insane. He probably couldn't tell the difference between one person and another.
Yeah, but except the boy said he had conversations with him.
Well, remember, a 15-year-old who's lonely might call talking to someone a conversation. He thinks they're all Sir Roderick come to torment him. But what happened on that day 15 years ago when Sir Roderick and Matthew disappeared? You found their corpses in the basement, so they were obviously murdered. Question is how and why. Obviously, the other boy managed to escape from the basement. Sir Roderick went mad and tried to kill him. Maybe someone found out about him and killed him. I have no idea.
No idea for the time being. I mean, number 2 seems very likely, but
Yeah.
we don't know
read-
that.
Mm-hmm. I think someone let him out of the basement. Who? Sir Roderick? What? Remember Sir Roderick's last diary entry? He talks about destroying the monster. He must have gotten really drunk, and it being the anniversary of Belinda's death didn't help. He went down to the basement and beat the poor kid to death. Half to death. Matthew found the body afterwards and tried to bandage him up. Matthew wasn't the sharpest tool in the box. His brother lived for a bit longer. Long enough to get a mask and a machete and kill both his father and Matthew. He must have just died of his wounds. Jesus. And we're going to try to destroy this ghost. None of anything that happened to him is his own fault. What little mind he has, or he had, is no more. All he has now is hate. If we don't kill him, he'll kill us all. There's no reasoning with him. I suppose you're right. It's sad, really. What will you do now? Going to try to find his body. Okay. So we are running up to 4 minutes from our scheduled time. However, I do believe I can complete this within a half hour. So with Diggs' approval, I'd like to continue because Hal doesn't start for another hour.
You want me to ping Diggs?
Yes, if you could ping the Diggs. I'm not sure if he's in the chat or not.
I literally did not mean to do that. I apologize.
What'd you do?
I accidentally switched rooms
Oh,
like an idiot.
okay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save here, and I think we will close it up for the night because this next part, now that I think about it, is actually closer to an hour. Like, almost everything happens on day 5 here.
Okay.
So, we will finish day 5 of 5 Days a Stranger, and then move on to 7 Days a Skeptic next week. We thank you all again for coming to join us on WBPL, and stick with us in an hour. Helzakar will be doing the thing. I have been Stormsong. This is Whacker. This is Andy, and we are the Booty Short cohort. I mean, of the Black Pants Legion.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Brad!
Oh boy, Brad Star.
And as Ray always says, y'all have a beautiful time, and yeet!